Okay, so in this video we're going to look at how to find the cross-exchange rate between two currencies given other exchange rate information. So let's take a look at our problem. Suppose that the exchange rate between the euro and the United States dollar is 0.8477 euros per dollar. Further, suppose that the exchange rate between the Japanese yen and the United States dollar is 112.2145 Japanese yen per dollar. What is the exchange rate between the Japanese yen and the euro in terms of Japanese yen per euro? So what we're looking for is Japanese yen per euro. So what we want to do is start working with the exchange rates that we have, and we want to put the yen in the numerator because we ultimately want Japanese yen per euro. So if we start to set this up, then we're going to look at 112.2145 Japanese yen, and that's going to be per dollar. Now, that's yen per dollar. What we're looking for is yen per euro. So what we're going to do is we're now going to multiply times another exchange rate that we have and try to hopefully get rid of this dollar sign that we have down here and kind of cancel out that unit, if you will. So we also know that there are 0.8477 euros per dollar. So what I'm going to do is we're going to set this up so the dollar part is going to cancel out. So I'm going to put $1 up here. And below that, I'm going to put our 0.8477 euros. So we're showing the exchange rate that we had here and the exchange rate that we had here. Okay, so 112.2145 yen per dollar, and that's this exchange rate. And then here we're showing the exchange rate of $1 is equal to 0.8477 euros. So if I look at what I have, then we can realize that the units of the dollar signs cancel out. Now importantly, the numbers do not cancel, but the units do cancel. So if the units cancel out, then I'm left with yen in the numerator and euros in the denominator. So what you do is you multiply through the numerators, which in this case, since this is just equal to 1, is nice and simple. So we have 112.2145 yen in the numerator. Then you'd multiply through in the denominator, which fortunately in this case is nice and simple because we just have a 1 here and then the number of euros. So in that case we would have 0.8477 euros. So now I have yen over euros. So I'm getting closer. However, what I'm looking for is the number of Japanese yen per 1 euro. So in order to find that, what you have to do is actually divide these out in order to find the number of yen overall per euro. So if you divide that out, we'll find the number of yen per 1 euro. So at this point, you should take these two numbers, divide them out. So 112.2145 divided by 0.8477, and pause the video and see what you get. Okay, so if you pause the video and work that out, what you should have gotten was 132.3753. So that tells us it is 132.3753 Japanese yen per 1 euro. And that is the answer that we were looking for this problem. Now, if you are working with other exchange rates, it's quite likely that you wouldn't have every single scenario where it just works out quite so neatly as it did here. We could have had in certain other exchange rate information a number here and a 1 down here, in which case we'd have to multiply it through the numerators and so on. But you could also follow the same methodology if we had to go through another step and add in another term here. So if you're asked to find an exchange rate between two currencies and you're given a lot of other exchange rates, what you want to do is start off by making sure that the currency you want in the numerator is your starting point. Go ahead and put whatever currency it can be exchanged for in the information of the problem in the denominator, and then keep stringing together terms such that the denominations or currencies that you don't want, those currencies cancel out, And then once you've set all that up, so the only units you're left with are the unit you want in the numerator and the unit you want in the denominator, then multiply through your numerators, multiply through your denominators, and then divide things out to get your final answer. And that is how you can solve these kinds of problems. So I recommend that you try a few other problems and see how you do.